This program is intended for an adult audience. Presented by Midnight Media, Sharpcast Heated, starring your host, Sharpwing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Sharpcast with Sharpwing, Helios, Mindless Gonzo, Rancune of Palmier, and Helios again, because I like saying Helios twice.
Ah! Yes. Anyway. All right. Welcome back to Rapture, everybody. So we are once again continuing our playthrough of Bioshock. This is where we try to make some commentary on the video game version of Atlas Shrugged while I go around beating people up and blowing off their heads. Yeah. And as I mentioned before, because in order to save time, there will be moments where I play this game outside of the stream. I wasn't able to do that last time because I was just really busy last time and all other stuff here. But fortunately, we have now going on here. There is no sound for some reason coming off the thing, but we'll fix that a little bit. Anyway, so we're picking up right from where we left off with our friendly neighborhood Big Daddy.
Yes, apparently Ayn Rand thinks you are a communist or American spy come to destroy his anarcho-capitalist utopia, and he wants to kill you with automated flamethrowers and machine gun turrets and rocket launchers.
All right, let me just try to work on a sound here for a second, because that's going to annoy me if I don't get that fixed. Can you guys hear the sound or not?
Yeah, I cannot, no.
No, we can't.
I was going to say, there's no sound on my end, so let me just go ahead and fix that. While I'm fixing that, though, I do want to actually start off by bringing up something that I was thinking about over the course of the last week. So you may recall that we previously... do I have to restart the game here? I want to have to relaunch the game if I do.
It's like you accidentally silenced completely instead of, on your Discord. On the Discord you're using in order to broadcast it to us.
It shouldn't have silenced completely because the sound should still be there. But let me check a look.
Are you broadcasting your desktop monitor or the game?
Broadcasting a desktop monitor. Let me take a look at this. Hold on. It should, for some reason, open the volume mixer. There we go. Yeah, it's not. It should be showing up there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Beautiful technical support.
As I always say, we are a very professional podcast.
It seems like Citadel is deafened. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah, but I deafened Citadel so that I don't have feedback loop from you guys. Let me try to relaunch the game on the Citadel because if for some reason I had to broadcast the stream, I couldn't broadcast the game. Let me try broadcasting the game on Citadel. Let's try that. See if that works. Anyway, so while I'm doing this, last time you may all recall that we went through Dr. Steinman's place, and this is a guy who, in many respects, as I mentioned, the whole point of this game is that it's like the corruption of the libertarian ideology, of the objectivism ideology. So Steinman's whole thing was that the healthy should not be held back by the sick, which comes right back to Andrew Ryan's philosophy that the strong should not be held back by the weak, right? So what my thing is that Steinman's philosophy that we should not be the healthy should not be held back by the sick. When you think about it, that's actually kind of similar to the rationale people have given over the past year or so when it comes to things like resisting the lockdowns.
There we go.
Yep.
Is there any sound coming through? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I can hear. All right, let's try it again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, like I was saying, Steinman believes that the healthy should not be held back by the sick. And it kind of reminds me of the rationale that people had when it came to us in the lockdowns. You know, a lot of people saying, why should we be locked inside if the odds are when we get this thing, we're not going to die from it or not going to end up that sick from it? only lock up the vulnerable and stuff. Or like, actually, if anything, I would argue was kind of an inversion that we saw the last year, where people saying, okay, let all the young people go out, and I called it the Infect Helios plan. Let the young people go out and get it, while all the old and vulnerable stay inside and get
Fuck
that.
you. Yeah, like...
Or even better, was it Greg? No, it wasn't Greg Abbott. It was the Lieutenant Governor of Texas that basically said, like, hey, if Grandma has to die to preserve the stock market, we're willing to die. Uh-oh, we're about to lose our Big Daddy here. So let me just make sure he stays hypnotized. There we go. Just want to keep him around as long as possible. Let's see what's over here.
Oh, God, no, I'm just thinking, just go...
People wonder why the term, people wonder why the term "respect your elders" is considered like an N-word to young people. Respect them. Respect them for what? They don't give us any respect. Why do we have to give them any?
Let's see here. Bot shutdown panel. What does this do? Using a bot shutdown panel costs $20. I only got $16 now. What the fuck's that? This is
listen, listen. It's the economy of this world. You gotta. You went.
Look at this. I need $20. I got the fucking alarm now, and I gotta spend $20 to turn off the freaking alarm. Okay, Big Daddy, shoot him.
Welcome to California.
Hey, you want to breathe? That's $30 extra.
I'm actually kind of surprised, considering the setting of this game. I am a little surprised that Andrew Ryan didn't charge people for oxygen. Like even Mr. Krabs,
Yes.
Even Mr. Krabs charged people for oxygen. I think.
At one point, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he added on like freaking charges to the employee payroll for certain offenses, and one of them was breathing.
You breathe. You breathe. That's off your paycheck.
Yeah, and like over that, rightly so. Squidward went on strike, and SpongeBob didn't even know what a strike was. But yeah,
Yep.
to say the least, it didn't end well for SpongeBob.
No, it didn't. Well, actually, SpongeBob took it a little bit too far and ultimately dismantled the establishment, literally.
He literally.
You said to dismantle the establishment, tear it board by board.
It's really funny because the second the union doesn't have anywhere to work, everybody's back to work.
Yep, that's how it is.
I mean, when you think about it, aren't we kind of doing the same thing here? We're dismantling the establishment of Rapture.
Yeah, but
Dismantle the establishment. Tear it down board by board.
No offense, Helios. It was
Utilize the giant father.
It was kind of already doing that on its own, though. I will admit.
Yeah.
it's already falling fucking apart because.
Yeah.
Ass piece of shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, get him.
Giant father.
Spare me for having to become someone's bullet sponge.
Well, that's how it helps. That what the hell is that? Smuggler's crate search. Oh, that was a mine or something. I don't know what that was about.
It was rigged to blow up. It had a charge on it.
I'm gonna shoot the cameras because I'm tired of the cameras there. All right, guys, shoot that lock off. Up. Nope. Need you a bit longer there, buddy.
The thing I never understood is, like, people talk about how, liberals are so entitled, right?
Uh-huh.
Half the people that refused to wear masks acted like children when they were thrown out of stores for not doing so.
Yeah, they were like,
they threw literal temper tantrums in the parking lot.
I mean,
you're part of the big conspiracy.
Well, here's my issue, right? It's like, oh, if you're worried about your kid, when they were sending their non-vaccinated kids to school during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, if you're worried about your kid getting sick, maybe they should just stay home. I turned that on its back and said, hold on a second. Why do we have to be beholden to them? Why don't they have to be the ones to stay home?
Ooh, we got a camera here. Take pictures of enemies of the camera to research them.
And that's what I kind of noticed. There's that same kind of Andrew Ryan mentality going on in society right now, too. That whole rules for thee and not for me type deal. All the freedom in the world for me, but you gotta like go over there.
Yeah.
All right, so now we gotta take pictures of the splicer. This is now Pokemon Snap or something of the like. This is a pretty bad picture. Yeah, not a really.
This picture is not very good.
So the hook hand's just what makes him a spider splicer?
I don't know. I think that's ooh. What the fuck's the camera? Okay, 6 is the camera. All right.
She was literally on fire.
Yeah, now she's dead. Score too low. Photo not taken. That's a leadhead splicer. Penalty. Subject is dead.
Oh, it'd be worthless to us if they die. Well, I'm being fucking turned into a fucking bullet sponge here.
I know.
He's no good to me, dead.
All right.
What, a burnt alive person isn't a good enough work of art?
Listen,
not.
We're reporting to Boba Fett right now.
Here's a research picture of this dude.
Yeah.
Dude looks like he's either a Nazi or he works for the Empire.
He's no good to me, dead.
Security alert. And I got stupid alarms. The alarms that cost $20 to turn off for some reason. Oh, that's a bot. That's a bot. That's a bot. Oh, the bot's dead.
He's both. Maybe he's an intergalactic Nazi. Works for the Galactic Empire and is a Nazi. It's a double Nazi.
A double secret Nazi, if you will.
Double Nazi. He's a quadruple agent.
Should I take pictures of the bots? Like, is that going to help at all here? $16 to heal. Fuck off.
I'm not sure. You have to pay to heal yourself, like all this different
Yeah, like
shit.
I said, tell me this isn't a metaphor for the American healthcare system. Oh, I think the thing blew up now. That bot, when it blew up, it took out the health station as well.
Hey, that's like a metaphor for when insurance won't cover your surgery.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm being facetious, but still.
Oh, hey, another guy. There's another guy.
Just a bee?
I know.
Why is that a bee? Took a clear shot at him.
That was a pretty good picture, I thought.
Yeah, why is that a bee?
I don't know.
Is it a bee for Bioshock?
It's not artistic enough.
I mean, I can't. There's literally. I can't control the lighting here. You shut up.
Gauge is sticky down eye. So the.
I can't control the lighting here. The lighting down here is fucking terrible.
I mean, that's why you shouldn't take pictures here. It's horrible.
Oh, hey, how about this guy?
There was one particular argument I kind of loathed with a passion and almost felt it sounded damn near fucking...
Oh, please tell me this has to be an A.
B?
How do you get an A? How do you get an A?
Oh, I got a physical tag. When it's scared you
got like 3 A's, so at least
I got like 1 A.
What do you want from me, Jesus?
How about this dude?
I've always hated like the tone deaf response though, like when somebody goes for surgery in a hospital and insurance won't cover them.
It's an action shot too.
Yeah.
And insurance won't cover them, right? You never fails. You always get these people that respond with just switch your insurance.
Well, there we go. We got some money.
And I'm just like the human side of me is just thinking.
Fucking alarm.
The human side of me is just like thinking, right? Sorry I didn't go for emergency surgery in the right hospital, man.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Who the fuck is
shit.
shooting me? You.
I'm sorry I didn't go to the cheaper option while I was dying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's just gloss over the fact that you sound like a literal fucking non-American communist bastard, but like yeah, obviously now I'm going for the propaganda angle because I want you to feel bad for saying
for
that.
my fucking blood glucose testing.
Rapture's full of bullets.
I wonder if my health insurance is willing to like shell out for like a batch of those sensors because they cost like $60 a piece.
Bruh. They'll pay for like. Hopefully, they'll pay for like at least half of them.
Well, they cover the whole price.
Hold on. I'm gonna play this last recording again. Tell me if this sounds familiar at all.
Okay.
I'm closing in on the whole ring. I'd pat myself on the back, but let's face it, these aren't exactly bloodthirsty desperados we're talking about. Rapture's full of poets, artists, and tennis players, not hired gorillas. But this leader of theirs, this Fontaine, he seems to know his way around the grift. He keeps his nose clean, but not so clean that the right people don't know he's not to be trifled with.
So, in other words, you have a movement that's composed not necessarily of revolutionaries, but very pampered, rich type of people, and they're being conned by a guy who knows the grift. Sound familiar?
I think we went through 4 years of that shit.
I was referring literally just to January 6th. You know, a lot of the people that show up at the Capitol were basically, like, there was a article in Vanity Fair about how, like, 6 or 7 people that are, like, part of this high society world in, like, Carolina or whatever ended up flying up there for the Capitol. These are, like, legit high society folks, like, people that were the heirs of, like, Fortune 500 companies and things like that. And they flew up there to the riot and took part in it. And everyone's like, oh, my God, what the hell are these people doing up there?
Diane, my dear, I'm sorry, but I'll be late again tonight.
So there were like wealthy ass people that rioted.
Yeah, they were not people who
Oh
were...
yes, it's time to destroy America, everybody.
Yes,
We're already doing that.
I mean, one of the first ways that the 2016 election was mythologized was the idea that the core of Trump's base was like people that saw the changing economic conditions around America and became very, very anxious about it. You know, these are people that lost their jobs to things like globalization, and you know, they could no longer afford to send kids into college and stuff like that. But it very quickly turned out that was not the reason Trump had his support, or at least not the core reason.
They were just afraid of becoming the minority in a nation where white people are the majority, and it's going to be very tough to even make them the minority.
Yeah, except for the fact that millennials ain't making babies.
Oh, let's get a picture of the Big Daddy, since we're sightseeing.
Let's be honest. Helios, people kind of hate your
Windows in the way.
generation. Like, I thought about this a lot, and there are like a lot of millennials I don't like. But then
I don't like millennials either, so
when I
am a
when I really think about it, though, right? When we talk about the majority makeup of millennials and not like the fucking dumb, always browsing the fucking internet looking for something to complain about for brownie points type people, right?
Yeah.
Like the people your age or my age that are out there working right now.
Mm-hmm.
I start to realize why it is that people actually hate the majority of millennials. We're that reality check that people hate to get. The fact that oh, you're not going to promulgate the white race, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not.
No, we're not.
You fucking preordained it for us in this cookie cutter fucking pattern, and we just don't think it's for us. What are you going to do about it? You can't make us fuck.
Oh, here's a splicer. A nitro splicer. How about that?
But I actually really admire that stance too, though. Is the fact that, oh, what are you doing? We're going to become the minority. Millennial just replies, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. We got better shit to do right now.
I thought that's going to fucking happen.
It don't matter. As long as there's a birth rate that isn't in heavy decline, I wouldn't be worried about it.
Look, when we're like 40 or 50, we'll probably start settling down and having kids the way it should work, you know, when we're financially stable.
Yes.
But I
not like our folks who raised a good fourth of us in poverty, abused. I think, like, what percentage of it was like millennials grew up in broken households? Because, like, despite popular belief, the overwhelming majority of Helios's particular generation did not live the lap of luxury.
No, it didn't.
In fact, most millennials are the subject of abusive mothers and fathers.
Yep.
It's actually quite sad, really.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. Here we go. Woo! Okay, I'm supposed to be looking for a dude here, like the other splicer. There's like, it says here there's like 3 splices I gotta find. The second is in Fighting McDonald's Tavern, Hotel Room 5, which I assume is room 5. I don't know where he is. I assume we already killed him. Maybe it's that guy that's shouting at us right now. Oh, is it this dude? Yep, that's him.
Actually, what's really funny is
cross shot. Hey,
that's a fucking A. Okay, sure, why not? Here.
I will
cross shot. Hey.
I will admit some truth, though. Right? Is like. So originally, I subscribed 100% to the idea that, like, your typical SJW, right, is just like this super entitled kid who always had, like, mommy and daddy's money and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how much I believe that anymore, to the fact that I've been surrounded by people that take on that SJW mentality that live to the contrary. Like, I know of a person that was emancipated from their own family because the household was too abusive that went on to become, like, hyper-progressive.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, from that perspective, it's fucking understandable. When you put up with a situation where you literally have to emancipate yourself from the situation in order to fix it, you know, when you're of age for emancipation in that state, it's understandable as to why you became a raging SJW. Like, for one, love. What is love? It's not like it's a thing that human beings crave or need.
All right, so now we gotta find. Oh, that's not quick. There they come.
I had a fairly comfortable life, in spite of my existence being cursed, and I'm far from what you would call an SJW.
That's true, and I think we really have to divorce ourselves from this idea that certain subgroups or branches of society fit to a subcategory.
This is the guy I'm supposed to take a picture of.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Ass shot.
Hey, for ass shot.
Spidey spliced organism used by first aid kit. Oh, cool.
Listen, they just want to see the goods, man.
I'm just like fucking trying to Game Grumps this shit, just having a conversation while Helios is playing Bioshock.
That's the idea.
It's largely because we haven't like had anything like super damning into the plot, which tells you that Bioshock in particular does focus itself towards gameplay as well. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's not. This isn't like a fucking David Cage game where it's gonna hit.
Yeah, it ain't just a pretty face. You can touch it too.
Yeah, I know. Like, we are not going to be doing Detroit Become Human. Not because I think it's a bad game. I actually like the game, and I like the fact that it's set in Detroit. But the problem is that game delivers its message towards you like a sledgehammer to the skull.
Human become Detroit. Oh no! I don't want to be Detroit! Ah!
Don't take him to jail. Take him to Detroit.
Oh no!
But
here come the bots again.
As I was saying while I was thinking about it, we really do have to divorce ourselves from this idea that the extremist sects of society come from this background of stereotypical characteristics, because that's how you get people like Fontaine. They worm their way in, exceeding your expectations, outsmarting you, and then you've got a really bad situation on your hands.
Yeah, these last couple audio logs, for those of you that have been watching the transcripts, It's about how they talk about how they have to arrest Fontaine, which is definitely. I mean, Fontaine, when you think about it, is like the ideal Rapture citizen. This is a guy who built himself a great business in Fontaine Futuristics. The problem is he starts wielding so much influence that he starts getting to the point where he can challenge Ryan. Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let us hypnotize large father.
And here's the thing, because you also have to look at Fontaine from like the worker's perspective, or the rich upperman's class, right?
Yeah.
To everybody that feels oppressed under Andrew Ryan at this point, Fontaine is just Emmanuel Goldstein.
Mm-hmm.
He's here to liberate them. He's the alternative.
He certainly is. We're good there. We're good. Oh, the Little Sister. Oh, yeah. Here, speaking of Fontaine, here's the Fontaine Fisheries, and he runs the Little Sisters orphanage as well. He actually runs the orphanage that makes the Little Sisters.
Oh boy.
Lord.
Tenenbaum was the one who made the Little Sisters, right?
Yeah, but he was the one. He was the one who actually gave her the girls.
I gotcha.
It's like, hey, I got a bunch of little girls you can experiment on.
Hey, Jackass, got your pictures.
Didn't get himself at. You
At.
something from me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get
Himself at?
You set here a spell. I needs to set on some coffee. Maybe put on silverware and the like.
Bro, we don't got time for coffee. I got a whole city of people trying to kill me here. You need to open the fucking door right now. That's what you need to do.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Ren, you want to take this one? Apparently this guy's about as straight as the old hind's leg. Ooh, focus hacker.
As a dog's hind leg.
He's as straight as a dog's hind leg.
Yeah, well, then
relinquish your weapons.
Then that means he ain't straight. That means he's crooked and.
Exactly.
We're going in with just a wrench here.
Or in another sense, metaphor for gay. No.
Oh boy, you're about as unarmed as ever.
Don't you get me
We're
with
gonna
that
have to defeat him with a wrench.
Peachy gonna show
I got
somebody...
plasmids, don't worry about it.
Hey, you're looking kind of cute.
Oh god, Peachy, please don't show me your peach. Wrinkly old peach. What, this thing? No!
I'm gonna hack his television. We're probably gonna need it at some point in time. He's monologuing right now, but I frankly don't care.
You're looking kind of cute out there.
You're looking kind of cute.
Give me a thing.
Oh, now I'm remembering that Eddie Murphy stand-up special, where it's just like, I don't know what I'd do if I found out Mr. T was gay.
The white equivalent. I don't know what I'd do if I found out Vin Diesel was gay.
Whoa, what the fuck's going on here?
If I met Mr. T and you...
Oh shit, I got the wrong thing equipped.
Hey fool, you looking kind of cute.
Oh god, okay, alright. I don't want the fucking camera open right now. Good god.
I have to picture them better.
Here, this is what I want to do. Lightning. I want to shoot lightning. Okay, that's what I want to do. Where are you? There you are.
We're over here talking about gay Mr. T while Helios is having anarcho-capitalist hellfire rain about on him.
Look at this! Look at this shit! Look at this!
No, wait, no. And I thought of the equivalent Vin Diesel
Andrew
line.
Ryan's got himself a fucking army, don't he?
I thought
I gotta stop these bots. Hold on.
Hey, want to start a family?
No.
Alright, I gotta start throwing these bombs back at him. Or something. There we go.
You know, if they'd explored the lore a bit more, I think one thing that would have been interesting is a splicer that kidnapped a little sister to make her his daughter.
Oh, that would have been something to see.
Yeah!
Because, like, it's not like every splicer is just a drug-addicted monster and that's all there is to them.
Well, in this game, they are, but still.
Like, that's what I find weird, though. Isn't there still some aspect of humanity to some of the citizens of Rapture?
Why'd the camera begin?
Will there be splice babies born? Hopefully not.
God.
Hopefully not.
I mean, if they had more time to go in on the philosophy, that's what I would have gone for,
Oh,
right?
he's dead now.
What, splice babies?
No. It's like... No, not splice babies. It's like... This guy, before he became a splicer, like, fucking, lost his daughter in the raid or some shit. And so he goes and he kidnaps a little sister to make her his new daughter. And that's all he wants. Is just to be a dad again.
He just wants a family.
See,
Just wants a family.
why would that matter, right? Well, in terms of philosophy, it would also highlight the dark, somber, depressing notion of a place like Rapture as well. The kinds of loss and mental pains people would be going through if they weren't completely lost to their addiction to plasmids.
Alright, I gotta stop.
Not to mention the many, many, many different reasons people go into addiction. Grief is one of them.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me a guy wouldn't become a splicer, just dope up on fucking plasmids because he misses his daughter?
My fucking... my daughter, she's gone. I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
That's actually the one...
I gotta install hooks on my hands.
That's actually the one thing that disappoints me, though, is philosophy or, like, fleshing out wise. Bioshock's good, but sometimes it feels like it didn't have enough time to completely flesh out the world.
Yeah, you know, but...
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, you're not...
there's always a...
Well, that's part of the... It does get fleshed out a little bit more in Burial at Sea. Because like I said, in Burial at Sea, that's the DLC for Bioshock Infinite, which we might do, we might not. That one takes place just before things go to hell in Rapture, and it already makes it clear that people in Rapture are kind of on the edge. Like, there's already cracks starting to form in this. Oh, fuck off. What the hell is this?
Listen.
What is that fucking spring-ass looking tube?
That's broken.
I forget what it was, but I know it works. I think it like slows.
I thought it was broken. I thought it was broken. It was just
I was
hey,
like,
you got a broken piece.
I
What
was
are you
all
doing
set.
with that?
Yeah, I was all
What the
set.
fuck you doing with that, genius?
I was all set. There we go. There it is. Okay. Whoop.
Increase the flow.
The twisty tool.
All right, Bot, you're coming with me. Let's go. Because
Well,
I know where the fuck my guns are.
The hacking just gets harder and harder as you go along, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's you know.
Oh god, I'm out of plasmids. I'm out of Eve. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, shoot the thing. Come on, Bot.
So, fun fact, the developers that actually made Bioshock made what is also like a more known cult classic called System Shock.
Yeah, this is actually, in many ways, a spiritual sequel to System Shock. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why? Oh my god. Oh, I'm supposed to get past this thing now. This is garbage. Okay, I'm going down here. Okay, give my guns back.
It's
there.
okay, I can just tank these bullets in my fucking sweater that is not completely torn apart and ripping at the seams at this point.
Mr. Rogers ready to show you that he means business.
I think Jack got like a super like healing tonic or something like a while back.
The only hope of defeating Andrew Ryan is Mr. Rogers with a Tommy gun.
Beautiful day for anarchy.
The beautiful day for bullets. Do you have any? Oh, I got bullets. I had a grenade in here, but I don't. Now this thing's dead now, so yeah. There we go. Bullets. Okay. But what the hell?
I heard you weren't being a very nice person, Andrew Ryan.
Andrew Ryan, I think you're special in your own way. But this anarcho-capitalism shit has got to stop.
All right, we upgraded weapons here. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, that one. Cool. Actually, it's funny, but anyway. So actually, over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of rumors regarding a Bioshock 4 that's currently in development. Like the one I actually just heard today is that it's going to be an open world game.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Now what? What? I can't melt this. I can't melt this snow. There we go. That's it.
There's no way. Like, you would literally be fucking busting my balls with a notion like that, man.
Yeah, like that's just the rumor that I've heard. I don't know anything about like this.
Open world Bioshock. How would that even work?
Open world Bioshock.
Bro, fucking Bioshock Breath of the Fontaine. I don't fucking know.
Breath of the Fontaine.
Bioshock 76.
Oh, Jesus.
Breath of the Fontaine. Fontaine has created an artificial biodome that is.
Man, if it was gonna be like a Bioshock open world, though, I would want it to be before Fontaine's little raid against Andrew Ryan. His little rebellion, his little uprising, his little insurrection.
So it would be like, yeah, like I said, it would be like Burial at Sea.
Yeah. Are they actually talking about that? You're not pulling.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is like just a rumor, but I guess there's like 2K or somebody put out what the. Don't know what that's about.
It would explain why they've released remastered versions of Bioshocks 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that was more recently.
Yeah, this is the remastered version once again for folks wondering. Yeah, this literally just comes off of, I read that there's a job listing that I guess 2K or somebody put out there that I guess intimated that it's going to be an open world Bioshock.
Open world Bioshock.
That would be that actually sounds interesting, because I would like to see more of Rapture, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would do Rapture or Columbia or do something else altogether. That'd be
we already went through Columbia, like.
Yeah, but we've also spent like 2 games plus a DLC in Rapture. So,
maybe it's Columbia again. Maybe it's a new place.
Well, let's be honest. I feel like Burial at Sea was largely because people just wanted to go back to Rapture. Because like, Infinite was good, but it really seems like when you go back now,
all right, listen to this.
Turns out Ryan's chain is made of gold, and ours are the sort with the big iron ball around your ankle. He's up in Fort Frolic banging fashion models. We're down in this dump yanking guts out of fish. Fontaine's promising something better. He's like one of us, you know? Like he's worked a day in his life. He says meet him at his fish packing joint at 11. I'll go, bring a couple of guys. Hey, it's not like things could get a lot worse.
Again, Fontaine knows how to play the game.
Again, in my opinion, like I know that this is, again, this game came out in 2007, so there's no way they could have foreseen any of this. But honestly, the parallels between Fontaine and someone like Donald Trump is, they're really eerie when you think about it. Like,
more specifically, the climate that got him elected, not just him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, I think, you know, when it comes to, when you look at it from like the nationalist standard, Bioshock Infinite has that, but this does give you an idea of like the economic ideas. And again, we talked about how a lot of people assume that Trump's support, at least back in 2016, as I'm drinking myself to death here, was from people that are kind of like what Peach has talked about there. Like, you come down here, people want to be part of the American dream. Well, you have, you know, the Hollywood elites banging fashion models while, you know, you're barely making ends meet working in Walmart.
Preaching their virtues to us while they also support politicians behind the scenes that counteract those virtues. Mm-hmm. Like, that kind of shit. And we know they're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
We know they're doing it. They're doing it in broad daylight, and the justice system ain't doing nothing about it.
Oh, Lord. Andrew Ryan's getting in our way. Whatever shall we do?
Yeah, we got to go save... we're going to save Atlas. You actually following along with the game. We're not even following along with the game right now, so don't feel bad if you're not. But we're going to go up here, and we're going to go save Atlas's family so we can get out of here, and hopefully we can too. Open the door. There we go.
That was actually my primary issue with the Democratic Party before the Trump election, right?
Yeah.
Was Democrats were really, really palsy-wowsy with those Hollywood types that would talk the talk but never walk the walk.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like they would always sit here and talk about what we need to do while they fucking sat on their ass eating filet mignon and shit.
Yeah, and then they don't understand when, your response is, you know what, fuck you, caviar and your wine. I gotta get my groceries from a fucking food bank, Okay,
Yeah.
hit the button. Hit the button, Atlas. What's going on?
Great. We're probably gonna waste a couple more time.
There's somebody
got about 20 minutes left. We wanted to do this for about an hour, and there's right now 20 minutes left of the clock, so...
Oh, wow.
Give me a tick, and I'll get you out of there. Moira, can you hear me in there, darling?
I guess that's Atlas down there.
We-
If only your friend could look up and see.
Could you do anything?
I just hit a button and holy shit!
Just stand here.
Great, splicers. We're about to fucking kill him.
Yeah, that's a Spricer, all right. That's a Spricer. Yeah, I see that. I can't do nothing here.
Oh God!
Get me family out, and we'll regroup as soon as we can.
Okay, where we going?
See, that was
Go to the submarine.
That was a pretty good quote from Andrew Ryan, though. It's like it had absolutely nothing to do with his economic philosophy, just everything to do with the kind of monster he is.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is just like,
Andrew Ryan is like a very...
if only
Andrew
you
Ryan's
could
a
do
bad
something
guy.
other than sit there and watch your friend die. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, Andrew Ryan is a bad guy.
You're a fucking monster. No, says the man in Moscow. I want to enslave everybody. More fucking
You're
like
making
it.
the man in Moscow look like a damn saint right now. They killed even more people than Hitler did.
Just over petty bullshit.
Yeah.
And we don't even give the Soviet Union that credit, right? Like every single time we attack people, it's like, you're like Hitler. You did this. Hitler did this. Like, who
Speaking
the
of,
fuck
here's a
talks
crowd
about
scientist.
Joseph Stalin?
Stalin killed more people than Hitler did, if you want to fucking talk about that.
Good's alright. Just like all those chumps they scraped out of them prison camps. But she's no crackpot. She's gonna make me the kind of
Scratch though. Have Ryan.
have Ryan look like he's running a paper route.
I know we're supposed to be like running to save like people now, but that's
There's no
Fontaine.
time limit.
Yeah, I know. It's just I love the games that like do like a trouble. Oh shit! Okay, maybe we shouldn't have stopped because they just blew up. That sun just blew up.
I bet it wouldn't have mattered if we were just quick on our feet or not. I bet it was
I
the
don't
time.
know, but
Sneak out like a thief. You're no CIA spook.
Click your heels and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home."
Uncover it
right,
or eliminate it.
It was just a plane crash victim.
dude, my plane went down here. I got nothing to do with any of this shit.
I'm Nagito Komai, a plane crash victim.
Out and get to Arcadia. Jesus Christ.
Well, when he said nobody,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be about. I don't think they're gonna be in Bioshock Infinite, guys.
No.
Well, actually, Bioshock Infinite's a prequel, so technically nobody here is in Bioshock Infinite. But
So who's in the submarine?
that was Atlas's wife and kid in the submarine.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus.
Oh no, that's bad.
That really makes Andrew Ryan a bastard.
I know, right?
Right bastard, right there. Rat bastard.
What wind? There's no wind. We're underwater.
Metaphor.
Through the vents! The vents!
The bulkheads, actually.
The bulkheads.
The bulkheads, they
right.
bring forth the wind.
Let's see what we can do in 15 minutes time.
A lot of kill a lot of people, maybe.
Yeah,
Kill
15
people.
minutes earlier.
This will be a good 15 minutes worth.
15 minutes worth of murder.
We'll find him and we'll tear his heart out.
Atlas is looking for fucking blood.
To build the impossible.
Okay. I mean, fuck. Of course he's looking for blood. Man's wife and kid are dead.
Shoot that box up. See if it moves anything. Nope.
Destroy box.
Destroy the box.
You get to the
Bathysphere.
rolling hills. That'll take you straight to the devil himself. And then all debts will be paid in full.
Seems easy enough. Okay, I guys gotta go over here now.
Gotta go.
Where
kill
I have
Ryan,
no
I
idea,
guess.
actually. It's telling me to go somewhere. I can't see anything. Oh, here we go. Maybe that's somewhere. Is that
No.
it?
Try to jump over the boxes. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it.
Smugglers' crates. It looked like they were just smuggling in Bibles.
Well, I mean, Alice is Irish, so you know.
Oh,
Oh,
that's smuggling the Lord. The good Lord
this
needs
place.
to come
I'm
here.
actually
Look
glad
at
we're.
Poison Ivy's little hideout.
We're
You
gonna
need-
cleanse Rapture of all
Yeah,
these
I'm actually
Protestant
glad we're not
whores.
doing this part tonight. This is definitely a part that I was pretty sure I was going to do off stream because this is basically a whole bunch of fetch quests that's incredibly boring and
Fucking
tedious.
need Jesus.
So
What the fuck
thankfully,
was that?
that was a splicer. He ran somewhere. After working on, it looks like the fucking Burning Man here. Jesus Christ, he's behind us! Oh, okay.
He was wearing the Burning Man head.
I'm not touching that head. You saw what just happened?
Yeah, you
fucking
just got
Blair
that he
Witch
had
showed
the
up.
Burning Man head on. It was what the hell?
I don't. This guy.
Ah!
The man can
Oh,
teleport. What the?
He's
fuck?
teleporting. Okay.
Oh God!
That's definitely a plasmid. I can't explain how.
Dude's out here teleporting.
Dude, you are literally defying the laws of time and space. Where are you going?
Listen, it's such high quality coke that he's teleporting. What are you doing?
He's behind
I
us,
don't
isn't he?
know.
Actually, I would say plasmids are more like heroin, but hey.
He's out here He's out here injecting some super
Whoa, what the fuck?
speed. Injecting super speed.
Super gene speed. Shit, you just killed Al Capone.
Yeah.
That guy was
Back in
dressed
the
like
thing.
fucking.
Back in the
That guy
thing.
was dressed like fucking mafia.
Yeah, I know. Well,
And now I'm just thinking, why haven't people? Why hasn't there been a parody superhero who uses the power of heroin called super speed?
Florida man.
that's a good point. Yeah, we'll call him Florida Man.
Florida man.
Florida man, he's a man from Florida, Florida man.
I just put that on now because I don't want
With
to deal
his
with that right now.
with a sidekick, Crack Squirrel.
Florida man and crack squirrel, fuck.
It's just a squirrel who's on
Sounds
crack.
sounds like the dynamic duo.
Yes. Onward, Crack Squirrel. We're here to blow up a house by microwaving a microwave.
Yeah,
And that is why we hacked the turret.
to deter Florida man.
Jesus.
No, you've taken my microwave.
A splicer is trying to heal at a health station. That's nice. I don't care. I will shoot them full of buckshot when I see them. Oh, electric butt. I forgot we have the electric buckshot. This is the one that can actually shoot lightning bolts. Like this.
Captain Heroin, here
Oh
to
god, that's a
save
big
the
daddy!
day.
That's a big daddy!
Large
I don't-
Father.
Where's
What are
the
you
there
doing
it
here?
is.
Can you hypnotize him?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hold on. There we go.
He's on your side now.
Yes, there we go. Now he's on our side. Oh, wait.
Damn, she's durable, that lady is.
I know, right? Big daddy's like throwing fucking mines at her and everything.
Also, fun fact.
Yeah.
In wolf packs, there are two alphas, the alpha male and the alpha female.
Let's go with,
So Adam Conover was wrong. Alpha males do exist.
Trying
The
to
alpha,
think here,
the alpha male and female are in most wolf packs the mother and father. However, there are also wolf packs where that's not the case.
Slot.
Very curious.
There are also wolf packs where that's not the case, so that's the thing. Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what we already got that one. I'm trying to think what else can we buy here. Let's go ahead and buy the Winter Blast. We're probably going to need that at some point in time.
Freeze them.
Watch that out with the fire.
Yeah, stop farting out your hands and then...
Casual misogyny right there from Andrew Ryan. Good. Just casual misogyny. That's nice. Okay, now we're Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, but never mind hitting her. Just freeze her and then shatter her like an ice sculpture.
Kind of like this. Whoa!
One of these
if
days...
It doesn't get back into
one
the
of these
kitchen,
days... One of these days...
One of these days, woman destroys the TV with lightning.
I was going to say, one of these days, we'll be able to complete a sentence.
One of these days, right in the kitchen.
Oh, listen to Ryan. So yeah, like Ryan was literally like, I bought a forest, Congress wanted me to park, I said fuck you and burned it to the ground.
I kind of get his perspective on that one though. The government just came in and was like, yeah, that's yours, it's ours now. We're gonna tell you what to do with it. I mean, I get the perspective. You voted for these motherfuckers, and now they're just telling you how to live your life.
What is that?
Andrew Ryan's just like, I didn't vote for
Ryan.
you.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a problem. So, yeah, Ryan just decided to gas Arcadia, and he's basically cut off
all the oxygen.
A dirty job for $1.
Hope you didn't like breathing.
It's okay, it's not immediate.
Tanks.
It's not immediate.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently 10 years later, people could still breathe in Rapture.
We got fucking oxygen tanks and a big giant tube that goes up to
Well,
the
yeah, I
surface.
mean, if you're a Big Daddy, you're fine. Diving suit and stuff, but the rest of us kind of need the trees.
1, breathing. 2, breathing. Finish breathing. Finish breathing.
It's actually really funny, right? Because like Andrew Ryan says, in Rapture, you have rights to your own shit. And
including your own actual shit.
But then Andrew Ryan's just like, oh, this is your forest? Yeah, I'm doing whatever I want with it. So, literally doing the same shit to people he didn't want the government doing to him.
Yeah.
But I'm not the government. It's fine for me.
He's just a jackass. That's why I don't like Andrew Ryan. He's a fucking hypocrite.
Listen, I'm not the government. It's fine if I do it.
Sounds familiar.
Oh god, now that dude just that dude, the fucking Blair Witch guy who keeps warping in and out. Oh, there's a Big Daddy. Okay, we're gonna need you to come with me, buddy. There you go. All right, you're coming with me. I gotta go over here. Farmer's Market. What the fuck? Hey, buddy, over here! Here, go kill those guys. Those guys. No, these guys right here. Go kill them. Anytime now, literally.
Yeah, just stare at him.
Dude. Oh, fuck me! Oh god, I accidentally shot him. Okay.
You shouldn't have shot him.
Okay, no. All right, now we gotta kill. Now we gotta kill him. Oh God, there's two. There's two of them.
You fucked up.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Two daddies!
Yep, shot.
What?
This is not good, guys. This is not good. Okay. All right. Let's do the grenade.
Yes, Father,
Lasting a few minutes of the gameplay while trying to like undo the fuck up that you just did.
Penis that you used to make. Oh God! Now I'm remembering that. Oh no!
Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Use the penis that you used to make me on me.
Okay, shut.
That was our inside joke against Daddy Kink.
Yeah. Father.
It's being all philosophical now.
We have a disclaimer that this is for mature audiences, and we've age gated it, so it doesn't
where
matter.
along the stage of grief do you become a philosopher?
Right around acceptance, I would think.
Oh Jesus, that's the last stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So first he has to accept that his family's dead.
At bargaining, you start.
Oh God, they've mined the whole freaking hallway now.
He's blaming you for the fact that they're blowing him up.
At bargaining, you start using the Socratic method.
All right.
I'm mad at you for some reason, even though you didn't place them at.
Yeah. Well, you were the one not doing your job, so I accidentally shot you in the back. Unless that was the other one. All the big daddies look alike. Ooh, we got
racist.
Security evasion. Okay, yes. We need this badly because we keep triggering the fucking alarms.
That is also not true because there are these big daddies with gigantic bulbous heads too.
Oh, check this out. Check this out.
There have been side effects, blindness, insanity, death. But what use is our ideology if it is not tested? The market does not respond like an infant, shrieking at the first sign of displeasure. The market is patient, and we must be too.
So it's like, yeah, fuck regulation. Sure, plasmids may kill you, but...
What are you, a fucking baby? You're a fucking baby. That's what you are. You act like a goddamn baby.
Well, I might die for the plasmids.
Well, here's the thing. The fucking investors and hedge fund managers were fucking whining on the TV when people started buying up GameStop stock. Yeah.
Yeah, where's your free market then?
Where indeed?
Fucking booby traps all over the goddamn place.
I know,
Funny
right?
how when we actually play your game, you change the rules.
Funny indeed. Oh, broken vending machine. That's charming. Like, pick up anything here? Okay, frag grenades. That's nice. I like how you can shoot them with the light. Oh, I'm out of lightning bullets now.
Damn, you exhaust your resources in this game.
Yeah. There is definitely a kind of a scavenger mechanic to it. Kaboom, you're dead. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it! Why are there so many of you? Alright, how many buckshot do I have left? 16 buckshot? Okay. That'll do. Stop it!
Mr. Rogers ain't fucking around today.
How many of... I thought I had the freaking tonic that made me harder to detect now! This is not I want a refund! I want a refund on that tonic! I've killed like 20 of these things now.
The parasites.
Like crazy?
I'm gonna send y'all to the land of make-believe. Get the fuck out of here.
Andrew Ryan's just like, does a man not feel entitled to a refund? No, he doesn't, because he's a parasite.
Actually, Ryan would say that, honestly.
Yeah.
He would.
Let's clear some enemies and then find a good place to, like, fucking...
I don't do refunds.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that place, Gonzo. I don't fucking know.
Good loud.
This Andrew Ryan guy
my timer has less
great.
than a minute left, so...
Alright.
You got less than a minute, he lives.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reasonably sure we're not going to die here, so yeah, I'm going to sort of go ahead and hit the save button.
Okay.
I'm reasonably sure. And like I said, this next part of the game, the Arcadia part, is basically one fetch quest after another. And it's honestly kind of boring. So I think I'm going to play this one off the stream.
All right.
And I get like a 3-day weekend. I will try to get this done and dusted and all that other jazz. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the live stream as well from my other end. So yeah, like I said, I haven't really played this game ever since the first years, so but it really is honestly kind of amazing to me how much of the commentary reflects the economic reasons that people voted for Trump back in 2016. Because as I said, a lot of the things that people like Peaches are saying. It's like, Fontaine's one of us, even though he's not one of them. He's a fucking con man, and we all know that. But again, this is the downside of the objectivism philosophy, the libertarian philosophy, is that in theory, it's like you come in and everything is going to be great. It's a true meritocracy. The best succeed and all that good stuff. Someone's still going to be at the bottom. And a place like Rapture, nobody wants to be on the bottom. Because if you came to Rapture, you came to not be on the bottom. That's probably why you're there.
Yeah, and Andrew Ryan reasons this away by calling anybody that got fucked a parasite.
Yeah, and then you get to the point where it's like, so I've said before, there are cases where I'm willing to part company with my libertarian colleagues. And one of them is in things like regulations. Now, I do believe that there comes a point in time where regulations just become red tape, in the sense that you do get, like, for example, if we followed our medical and vaccine regulations to the letter, we would not have a COVID-19 vaccine right now, let alone 3 of them. And I understand that they're actually pulling the Johnson & Johnson one because apparently there may be some concerns regarding blood clots that are incredibly minor and rare. And I know that the New South...
Oh, God.
Yeah, we do have...
You probably saw one of our members mention they took the Johnson & Johnson and...
had to be rushed to a hospital for a heart condition.
Not good things happen. So, Helios... that's a bit of a problem.
That is. I mean, like I said, so this is where my point, this kind of leads to my point, is that there comes times where it's like, you know what, you do need limitations. You do need someone to step in and say, maybe let's not do this. Maybe let's try something else. Like, Ryan said so himself, like, people want me to regulate plasmids because they have side effects like insanity and fucking dying. But I mean, hey, laissez-faire, the free market. I mean, and it's a very libertarian idea, is that if there's a product out there that is not doing what it's advertised to do, or if it does, but it has some negative side effects that can cause harm, you have a perfectly, there is an option available to you. Just don't buy it. I mean, in theory, that's what it comes. That's what it comes down to. Just don't buy it.
Now, except people do this really, really clever thing we hadn't thought of. Lying.
Yeah.
Misinformation, suppression of truth.
Yeah,
social pressure.
Or at least
FOMO.
be in an area where they can reschedule. Right now, one of the people that I follow, Ashley Nichols, who helped with Hasbin Hotel and is doing her pet project, Farfetched. She and her VA boyfriend, Michael Kovac, is trying to find a place that does not offer a Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I got the Pfizer vaccine, which I guess the vaccine that is the most effective, except for the South African variant. For those who didn't hear, the Israelis pushed out a study which has not been peer-reviewed yet, but it confirmed what had been rumored for a while, is that the South African variant is a bit more resistant has an easier time, quote unquote, breaking through the vaccine. than the other two than other variants. Now, we don't know if this means that the vaccines are simply less effective against that particular variant, or if the vaccines don't work at all. Like, it's still too small of a sample size, and the study isn't peer-reviewed, so the jury's still out on that one. But that is cause for concern, and I said that this virus is a fucking nasty motherfucker, and if it mutates faster than the vaccines can keep it up, we're going to have a huge problem.
The thing I'm genuinely concerned about is people were spreading all these conspiracies about things that the vaccines will do, like make you infertile and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we come to find the fact that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine actually does cause blood clots, gives some umbrage to the bullshit that was previously spewed.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, because now you have every fucking anti-vax. I mean, already you have people like Tucker Carlson going on TV saying, well, you know, maybe the vaccines don't work. Maybe they're actually lying to us. Like, dude, fuck off, okay? Go back to...
It's having a fun... Well, here's the thing. We got to figure out which is less of a problem. Either having a blood clot or being stuck on a ventilator for God knows how long until either you manage to survive, and that's slim, or
Gonzo,
you croak.
I want you to understand, right? We literally just compared a respiratory virus to a potential heart attack. Those aren't good odds.
That's the problem, though. We got to figure out. I mean, the heart attack is just, from what they've seen, is a rare side effect.
Yeah, and I should mention, by the way, that these blood clots for the Johnson & Johnson vaccine happen in, like, I think 6 women. All right? It's actually an incredibly... It's not like everyone who takes the vaccine's having it, but apparently there's enough concern that the FDA wants a temporary pause and to go like, okay, let's make sure that this isn't actually making things worse.
If what I think happened, it's not just women that Johnson & Johnson affects.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if that case is not reported, it probably should be. So this is what happens when we rush medicine through trial stages. And now there's going to be a lot of doubt, right? Because like we claimed, right, that these things were trial tested.
Although I believe Moderna already had a head start.
If they were trial tested, then that means one of two things. Johnson & Johnson, they either knew about the blood clots, didn't tell anybody, or they didn't do trials at all. They lied.
Or at the very least, they didn't do enough trials to find this to come up. Because, I mean, like I said, if this really is like an exceedingly rare number of cases, then it's possible it just did the trials just weren't big enough to come up. You know, if it's something like, if it's like you have if you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of this happening and you only test on 100 people, it's like there's no way you could have reasonably known. This is such a small chance of happening that this is the kind of thing that unfortunately slipped through the cracks. But this kind of goes back to my point. We cut a lot of corners to get these vaccines out. We bypassed a lot of various trials and safety checks and procedures that we normally would use when coming up with a new drug to put on the market. So that's the ultimate dilemma that people have to face right now, is that if we followed all the guidelines to the letter, we would not have these vaccines right now. But we went past them and we got 3 vaccines, and 2 out of the 3 are working. As far as I can tell, they're pretty good. The third one's having problems. So
yeah, so we remove Johnson & Johnson from the equation and we go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why the FDA has ordered that they have to at least temporarily stop the distribution of that particular vaccine.
But that does create a new hurdle as well. The states that only had Johnson & Johnson now have to start all over and either invest in Pfizer, Moderna, or both.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, if you only stockpiled Johnson & Johnson vaccine, then you're obviously in a world of trouble.
And I do have to say this with utmost importance. Be ready for particular politicians to say, well, you know, if you don't want the Johnson & Johnson, fuck you. Like, I am downright anticipating the particular politicians are going to refuse to get the Pfizer or the Moderna because fuck you didn't like the Johnson & Johnson. Like,
I mean, there are still like a dozen or so members of Congress that have not taken any vaccines yet. And these are basically your Marjorie Taylor Greens and Lauren Boebers of the world.
Jesus Christ, how people like that ever got elected, I'll never know.
Marjorie Taylor Greene literally bought her seat. That's pretty much it. She, her husband's extremely wealthy, and she just put enough money to buy a seat, to win a seat in a very, very Republican district. So
apparently being fucking insane comes with being rich.
I guess so.
Just
well, also,
nuts.
You understand, like we've talked about this in this program before, is that the Republican voter base is now basically down to the true believers. I mean, so these are the people that absolutely would vote. They would absolutely vote for a Marjorie Taylor Greene over, say, a Mitt Romney or Liz Cheney, because, and we will talk, we're going to get into this in a future program, but there's been some discussions lately by people like the Lincoln Project and other groups to talk about how right now the only thing that matters for the Republican Party is just media exposure and owning the libs. Like, they don't really seem to care about governing because their voters don't care about governing.
I did pay more attention to the recent COVID relief bills established. Mm-hmm. And there was something they snuck in there that I feel is pretty beneficial for the American people, at least people that are having a little trouble financially right now.
Yeah.
A refundable $3,000 child tax credit.
Oh, yeah. The child tax credits are definitely a big thing that the Democrats want to keep going. I think the is willing to keep that going as well. I know that the Republicans will.
I think it's fucking amazing how like they gave kickbacks and tax breaks to the rich, but now they want to like establish this propaganda that some kind of kickback or tax break for anyone else is just a welfare check.
Mm-hmm.
Even though in order to get the child tax credit, you have to be, well, I don't know, a taxpayer. I'm pretty sure. Just saying, I don't think you get tax credit from paying $0.00 in tax.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. One more thing I want to mention before we sign off here is that this is kind of a story that flew under the wire. President Biden has promised a complete troop withdrawal from Afghanistan by 9/11. Initially, it was going to be May 1st was the big deadline, but these things being what they are, that got extended. He's now planning to have them all out by September 11th. And this will basically bring an end to the one piece of foreign policy that's dominated our country for really 20 years. I mean, it's going to be 20 years now since September 11th this fall, which is kind of mind-blowing to me, honestly. But one thing that I have mixed feelings about the subject because I've said this before. We should try to we shouldn't be the world police. We should be the Avengers. Okay, we shouldn't have to be constantly poking our nose in everyone's business to make sure they're on the up and up. Because let's be honest, can you ever be on the up and up when someone is looking over your shoulder all the time, right?
Yeah.
We should be willing to go out and fight injustice both at home and abroad. Like if a country is demonstrably in trouble, like Ukraine is right now, like this is a news story that no one's reported on. Russia has been amassing troops on the border of Ukraine for the last several weeks now, and they're just basically waiting for an excuse to go in and invade. So situations like that, we absolutely can and should respond. Within reason, of course.
We're also getting pretty close to Biden's first 100 days, so we'll be able to judge.
We'll be able to start seeing how he's done so far as POTUS. Yeah, but my thing is that if you do go in, you better have a plan for getting out. Because if you just say, you know what, fuck it, we're going home, just pull everyone out, you're often going to create a situation that's even worse than the one you came in to fix.
ISIS.
Yes, exactly. I mean, hell, we don't go back to the original example, the 1980s invasion of Afghanistan by the Soviet Union. We sent the Mujahideen Stinger missiles and M16s and helped train them to fight off the invasion. And we did. And then, as soon as the Soviets were gone, we were like, okay, you guys are on your own. And lo and behold, all that anger and hatred they had at the Soviets translated eventually to us. And by the way, did I mention that one of the Mujahideen was a guy by the name of Osama bin Laden? I mentioned that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No relation. None.
Well,
we're gonna cover that little tidbit up.
I think we should all remember that way that actually was the black sheep of the bin Laden family. Like the bin Laden family, they're one of the wealthiest families in Saudi Arabia. They're actually on not that bad terms with the U.S. government, and Osama was always kind of like the problem child. Like he was the radical teenager who, instead of just staying home and driving around his Ferrari or whatever the fuck the Saudis have these days for when they got a lot of money, he was the guy that decided to go over to Afghanistan and start fighting the commies instead.
That's something that's kind of horrible about the United States being the world police too, though.
Mm-hmm.
There is no military force other than one of the three world superpowers, even ourselves included, that can stand up to the United States military. So if we go and decide to push around and bully another country into adopting our policy or our way of life, it just happens. Because they have no chance in hell of fighting us.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's definitely that is definitely true, and to an extent. Now,
I don't like that we're picking on small fry. I think that's kind of pathetic.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I think, though, the reluctance to kind of go after the United States when we start overstepping our bounds, it's not because there isn't necessarily anybody out there that could challenge us militarily. I would argue that Russia could certainly do it. China might be at a point where they can give us a run for our money. I think it's more so because if there ever is a serious military confrontation against the United States, you're looking at World War III.
No, like quite literally.
That's it. Like if ever there comes a point in time where there's open warfare between the U.S. and Russia or China, that's World War III. Because
that being said, there is one way these countries might have a chance, and it is if probably every other country in the known world allied together against us. Like, I'm sorry, there's strength in numbers, and at that point, there's way more people, technology, drones, bombs than we have. They'll beat us sheerly through attrition. Like,
yeah, well, it would take you would probably still need China or Russia on board, because we can.
Get them. Are you kidding me? They would fucking slice throats at the chance to take a jab at us. Of course, they'd join.
They might. They might. They might. Putin might. I don't know about Z. I don't know about Xi or Xi or however you want to call him.
I do think Putin is looking to settle the score. He's ex-KGB.
Oh, he absolutely is. We've talked about it before.
I do not think there isn't even a slight sign of remorse for the Soviet Union in that man.
Oh, absolutely. Like we've talked about this before. Putin is trying to succeed where the USSR initially failed. The only difference is that he doesn't want it to be a communist type of thing. He'd much rather prefer like straight up oligarchy with him at the head.
Instead of being the world police, I think we should stand up to the countries that are trying to push us around. China, Russia.
Yeah, and
here's
again, Biden, he has already told Russia he's not Donald Trump. He's not gonna roll over when Putin tells him to. He's not playing that. We'll see what he does with China. But at the very least with Russia, he's like, no, this is
in the case of China, right? Even talking about China in the national discourse from like the POTUS, right? Dark. Like, we haven't even begun to fucking scrape the threat China is to the United States. And I'm kind of bothered by that.
I think a lot of people are aware that China is a threat, but it's like
But then when they're doing shit like imprisoning the Uyghurs,
yeah,
you understand that's a chance at Nazi Germany 2.0 with the Chinese, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with that. I think the reason that no one's really
repeat history and just sit there and watch it happen.
the reason no one's really rushing to have a confrontation with China is because our countries are so intertwined economically right now. I think if we ever do decide that we've had enough of China's bullshit, when that happens, you're definitely going to see companies like the NBA or Microsoft or whatever start to pull their stuff out of China or start to exert pressure on China, things like that.
Yeah, because like when I think about
because
it,
it's like what we're seeing right now with all these companies
Yeah.
in like Georgia or Michigan, companies saying, listen, if you support these bills that restrict voting access predominantly to minority populations, we will not donate to your campaigns. You are not going to get our money. You are not going to get our endorsements. Mitch McConnell can whine and cry and beg all he wants. We're not giving you our money. Now, granted, some of these companies have said that and then try to donate again to these candidates, but they can't. They're not quite as sneaky about it as they think.
Mitch McConnell's also threatened to take away their little tax breaks and stuff that they're getting.
Yeah, that's a little.
That's cute. That's
cute. A little command economy of you there, Mitch.
I also do like how he's fucking admitting right there that we bail out corporations way more than we do our own people. Broad fucking daylight, this man admits he's gonna pull corporate tax breaks.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid do they think we are? The fact that you've just admitted that, I wish we had you fucking hanging up by a freaking cross ready to burn you, Mitch.
It's like he still thinks we're in the Trump administration and that he just openly says shit and everybody will blindly follow because they're in control.
I'm just saying, if one body insurrected and they didn't punish those people, they better watch out because the standard's set now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't threatening insurrection, but you've introduced it as a possible facsimile to political strife.
You certainly have.
All right.
So I think that's going to be it for the show tonight. Thank you all so much for watching again as we continue to explore Rapture. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to get some gameplay off the stream for you guys in the next few days, if only because the area that we're entering into is just frankly a lot of busy work and very boring and won't make for terribly exciting commentary. And when we start coming on here next week, I want to get us to a place where we can actually get into some really exciting stuff as far as the game and the plot goes. But we'll see how that goes. As usual, we'll just be keeping an eye on the various happenings in the political world and keep you all informed. And in the event something does happen that warrants our attention, we'll just do a regular stream that day. But until then, we will see you all next week. Stay positive, test negative, and get vaccinated. Maybe not the Johnson & Johnson one. Maybe the other two. If you can get the other two, get vaccinated.
I would say get Moderna because I face no ill side effect. This is what we're going to do now, right?
I took the Moderna one, and all I did was suffer just a sore arm, and that's normal for a vaccination.
Yeah. I took the Pfizer vaccine, and I got a sore arm, and I was pretty tired the rest of the day, but that was pretty much it.
So
it wasn't that bad.
Off the recommendation directly of 3 guys here who have been vaccinated, we're recommending the alternative vaccines officially.
I'm currently not vaccinated because I'm not employed.
I'm not employed either, but my state pretty much allowed any adult 18 or older to. I think I might have to check with the state of California.
Also, I think if you were employed long enough that you did get the stimulus, you also get the vaccine for free.
Let me check on California right now, actually, see what's going on over there with it, because I have a website here that tells you.
I know I got.
Okay. Yeah. So
hold on. Ren,
all right.
You were saying, Ren?
I know my mom sent a link to a California government website called My Turn. Everyone in California will have an opportunity to get vaccinated against COVID-19 at no cost. But our vaccination supply is limited right now, so we're starting with the groups at the highest risk. Okay.
How the fuck did the richest state not be able to afford the most robust vaccination system?
Yeah, I can tell you right now that
California, bro.
In California, the following are eligible now for vaccines: healthcare workers, long-term care residents, Adults 65 and up, education, childcare, emergency services, food and agriculture. Adults 16 to 64 with certain high-risk health condition disabilities. Adults living or working in congregate settings like jails or homeless shelters. Public transit workers. Individuals 50 to 64, and in certain counties, anyone over the age of 16. For what it's worth, Ren, tomorrow, everyone 16 and over will be eligible.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
I'm currently taking a screening. So,
I'm just saying that based on the information I have right here, it says tomorrow they're going to start phase 2 of the rollout, where it says all individuals 16 and over.
Good deal.
All right.
All right, that's it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you.
As always, stay positive, test negative, and we will see you next time. I just stole Helios's thunder.
Well,
Bye, bye.
good.